Georgi has kind of been an ass, man. Like ever since he lost to me, he's just kind of been a crybaby about King's moves, not arm wrestling. I thought we were very good. I thought we were friends. And I'd invited him to come to Monster Factory. I've tried to reach out to him, contact him. He's been extremely short, just very like childish about losing. I don't understand it. It's just arm wrestling, But to sit there and say, that I didn't beat you 4-0. Yeah, you had hand control. Yeah, you did. It was great. I don't think he could do that if the strap was tight. If there wasn't that gap in the middle, I think I will take his wrist. But yeah, super strong guy, but tries a lot. And so I'll put this out there. If the Medichenko match isn't available to me, or if something doesn't happen for October, I'll happily pull the winner of that in October. I'm anxious for a match. I'm going to be the strongest I've ever been for October.
So you saw the intro clip there. Michael Todd having some words for Georgi Tsvetkov. Now in his video here, I'll put the link in the description. Even in the captions, he says, big whiny lemon eating baby, referring to Georgi Tsvetkov. Now, as far as like his next match, he said he will defend his title at 105 against the winner of Krasimir versus Nugo. But apparently Krasimir does not want to pull Michael Todd. Maybe he's protesting the King's move. He doesn't want to accept that match if he wins.
Do you think Nugo is going to be the favorite going to this? I don't know if I just said 60-40, but I'm going to change that to 65-35 Nugo. I think Nugo is a pretty significant favorite. I would be happy to.
I picked Krasimir to win that match, but this kind of adds more hype to that match, in my opinion. The fact that apparently Krasimir said he doesn't want to pull Michael if he wins for the title.
Defend my 105 world title against the winner of this match. I know Nugo said he thinks he has what it takes to beat me. Crosley said if he wins, he doesn't want to arm wrestle me. But I would be happy to defend that 105. I really want to defend this 105 title.
So Michael goes on to talk about he wants to defend his 105 title. Obviously, he wants to match with Matyashenko at 115 as well. And then he said that if that's not possible, he'll pull the winner of Camille versus Georgi Tsvetkov. Now, there's some other arm wrestling news stuff going on right now. We have Denis Cyplenkov and his crew captured a thief. They're doing good work over there. Imagine being this guy's like a drunk thief running into a crew of some of the strongest arm wrestlers. Dennis just casually walks over, says, hand over the bag, just grabs the guy by the forearm. That's not a guy you want to mess with. This whole crew, Tokarev, Cyplenkov. So they get the thief apprehended here. The clip went kind of viral. But let's take a look. Also, speaking of viral, Arm Wrestling Seer. This is a good YouTube channel. This guy puts a lot of effort into compilations. You may remember him from the Engen series, just exposing all the stuff from Engen.
Willing to
if you know, you know. But he made a video on Brian Shaw, just basically compiling all the contradictions of him saying he'll do whatever it takes and stuff, that he's going to be committed to the sport. And then, obviously now he's not even responding to Devin. Apparently he's basically quit arm wrestling. Let's just go through a couple segments in here.
He lost most of that money on the strongman, and that arm wrestling saved the deal because we paid for a big chunk.
So here, Robert discussing how arm wrestling saved the show at the Shaw Classic, while Brian had said, I didn't need you guys.
I didn't need you guys. Yeah. I could.
I mean, there are multiple segments. This was very well researched and put together here.
But he's saying, hey, is it possible? Yeah. Is it possible? And so for me, my brain always.
Here he's referring to the match, or just the prospect of potentially facing Levon at some point, and Brian is saying, my brain doesn't.
That things are possible. I always think that. And it's not going to change in me, right? So, like, I look at him, I respect.
It's not going to change, except for, after the match with Leonidas. Clearly, that was a moment that was tough for him.
Did you use the word smart? and he doesn't want to lose.
The people out there cannot comprehend a high-level, motivated athlete, what they are capable of in their head.
I mean, look, I hope he stays with the sport, but it's like the guy could do whatever he wants, you know? I mean, this is a really well put together video. The word on the street is I quit arm wrestling. Funny how people will hear whatever they want and make comments and videos with clickbait titles to drive views using my name. So that was the fallout on the Leonidas match. And then he goes to say, I never quit arm wrestling. Apparently, I mean, it's seeming like it. He's, you know.
Because you're not it. You're a fat piece of shit, and that's the reality of it.
I'm not going to be one of those guys.
You are simply bad.
Crying so much on the internet.
I never said I quit.
Pretty well put together video. I'll put the link in the description. Last thing to cover, I want to just go over some polls here. Haven't done this in a minute. Who would win, Engen or Auden? Engen is the favorite. I put 3 options. Engen on both of them is the favorite. Understandable. World champion. Let's go to the next one. Jeremy Parker versus Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw is the favorite. Interesting. Prime Arsen Lilia versus Camille. Arsen is the favorite. That's a bit surprising to me. That's a bit surprising. What else we got? Zoloev versus Manifester. This was something Robert had mentioned on a podcast. Have them face at 85. Manifester, the huge favorite. We got Riekert versus Georgi. Georgi, the huge favorite. That's about it for the polls. Georgi versus Georgi. Tsvetkov is the favorite over Zaranov. Gordon Ryan, the favorite over John Jones. Let me know your thoughts on Michael Todd's statements about Georgi Tsvetkov there, as well as what you thought of that video from Arm Wrestling Seer. I thought it was pretty entertaining. Let me know your thoughts and hit like and subscribe.